Hey, everybody. I hope you guys are doing good. Hang on here. Let me get this thing all finished set up here. And there we go. All right. Let's see who all's in here. We got old school Alaska's here. Ashley's here.
Yay.
JR is here.
Yay.
Brook Trout's here. Let's see. PTL Fabrications here. Miss Alona's is here.
Hi, Alone.
The Bartman's here. Billy Sutton is
Barb,
here.
Yay, Barb. And Bob.
All right, I think that's about it right now. That's all I've seen come in so far. It's good to see you all here, and
Indeed.
hopefully you all have recovered after yesterday's marathon live that we did. I know we had a blast
We
doing
had
it.
so much fun.
It was fun. It was
It
good,
was indeed. Yep.
and it will probably happen again soon. How soon, I'm not sure, but we will all talk about that sooner or later
Yes.
here and let you guys know.
The plans are in the discussion stage.
Yes, they are. And Brook Trout said that was a great live yesterday. It was.
We had a
It
lot
was.
of good times.
And there's Mac. That's Flagstaff, Alaska. Good to see you in here, Mac.
Hi, Mac.
Zeus, you were just
Say
outside.
good
There's no
deal.
reason to be whining. Don't tell me no. Hush. His eyes. His
but-
eyes are going doom, 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 doom. Who's gonna play? Who's gonna play?
Nobody's going to play.
And there's
But
Hutton
I
and stuff
want
is
to.
here.
Do you want to
And
go
then
on the porch?
There's Troy Sutton.
Want to go on the porch? Out?
And there's Matt AK. So Matt says, I'm here, but like yesterday, have to keep studying for the week work test in a few days. Not a problem.
Oh, boy.
And
Good
there's-
luck on that.
There's Jerry from Butler Family Farm. I was just in Jerry's live. If you haven't checked out Jerry, you should. Him and Susan got a great channel.
There.
You know, oop. Everybody's greeting one another. And Alone says, thank you to everyone. I can't read tonight. Who watched yesterday's live stream. Yes, it was really good.
Oh,
If you
it
missed it,
was.
go back over to Alone or Alaska Cut the Cords live and watch it. It did not stream them. It did not stream to mine because we did not have it set up properly. So maybe next time we'll have it set properly. Let's see who else
Could
is here.
happen.
Already greeted Hunting and stuff. And there's Mary B. That's Miss PTL Fabrication. Good to see you in here.
Mm.
Everybody's greeting one another. Andrew Kelly's here. Hello. And I think that's about everybody that's in. Oh, sorry, there's AK Doug Mom.
Ah, yes.
Where's Matt? The other Matt. He's probably in here. I probably missed him.
Mm.
Says hello, Rob and Sarah and everyone in the chat. Very good, very good. All right. And there's the Butler Family Farms link.
Oh, that's nice.
Really good people. I always attend their lives before our live. And you know, I've gotten to know Jerry and Susan over the last number of months, and they're really good people. All right. So does anybody have a topic they want to know about tonight? If you have any questions, make sure you tag us in it or give us, let's see if I can do this tonight. Give it a thumbs up. And no, it gets Adam when he goes like this on his shirt.
Right.
Oh, see?
There, see?
I guess I
you
gotta scratch
do it on your
myself.
shirt.
And there's Matt's garage.
Maybe it needs
I
the
just seen him come
background.
in. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, if you have questions, give us thumbs up or tag us in it, and we will try to answer all your questions. Currently, it is snowing. It's been snowing since yesterday.
All day. Yep.
We got about another 2 inches since yesterday, so we're up 4 inches. Go figure. We're trying to catch a loan, I guess. But it is wet, heavy snow.
Oh, my.
It is melting as fast as it's coming down. I cleared off the tundra and went for a ride to check the trail cams earlier,
Mhm.
and I covered it back up, and it has not got any more snow on it since then. It's currently 37 degrees outside. I don't know why I'm looking there. I already wrote it on there. But, you know, it's weird whether he's at the door or I just heard
This
something.
door. He's at this door.
Oh, maybe it's the fireplace, the wood
I
stove
think it's the
making
wood
a
stove
noise.
crackling. Yeah.
And JR says, Rob, be careful where you scratch while on camera, right? And there's Ira. Good to see you, Ira. How are you and mom doing? Hopefully you're doing well.
What are you doing?
And Hunting and stuff says, is it pretty cold there still? No, it's 37 degrees to me isn't cold. I was running around outside in a t-shirt earlier. We'll be up into the 40s here in the next few days, and it's gonna be like a roller coaster for the next few weeks here. It's going to go up into the 40s. It'll drop back down to the 20s. Nighttime temperatures are staying in the 20s, high teens, and it'll just go up and down constantly. And then hunting stuff says you heard it was negative 26 in Purdue Bay for a few days ago.
Wow.
Yeah, well, they're a lot farther north than us, so they probably are.
It's like the difference between. How far is it? What could I compare it to?
Basically, go from
So-
Key West to Pensacola. How's that? It's a long ways,
Anyway.
hundreds of miles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now I definitely see Matt's garage in here, so
Mm.
it's good. Everybody's greeting Ira and Matt, and there's Susan Gotcha. Good to see you in here, Susan. And PTL says, I watched your live yesterday. You all did an excellent job. Thanks again. Did you send us your snow? Maybe.
Yeah,
Do
you
you
can
like
have
it?
some.
If you don't like it, you can send it to Canada. We don't want it back.
No.
We're trying to get rid of it now.
Mhm.
We love the wintertime because it's easier to get around up here. But
It is.
we're at that point now where we're ready for it to be gone. You know, we want to
Yeah.
get gardening. We want to, we have other stuff we want to be doing and prepping for the summertime, getting the garden ready, getting it going, milling wood.
Yep.
You know, I got a lot of wood I've got to mill this year, provided I can get enough trees here, because we need to start milling for doing the front porch, doing the Arctic room, as well as finishing the batten and boards on the barn, and building a little like train stop building down by the train track
that's
to stow the side by side in while we go into town, so the bears don't get hungry and chew on it.
and for the cold days, we had one really cold afternoon waiting for the train.
Yep.
And
if we can get the building built, you know, we can make it so that the mosquitoes don't come in, and we
summer.
can in the summertime, and we can also put a small heater in it in the wintertime to keep people warm that are waiting for the train. Seuss, what is your problem? You want to go back on the porch?
He was had his nose under the bench, getting into something, and I couldn't tell what it was. So he
You're
was
being
in trouble.
Why don't you give him his ninny then? I want to keep him quiet.
Yes.
You know how he is. He gets demanding and pesty.
You're rude.
And Jerry says, thanks, Rob and Sarah, Jen, for coming to our live and the shout out. Not a problem, Jerry. You guys give us shout outs all the time, and we enjoy your content. Hunting says, Alone, how far are you? North are you? Yep. So I'm sure she's answered that already. No new wolf updates, Mac. I did chase him up the mountain the other day, and then down the trail the other day, and then the day after, I think I mentioned, well, I don't know if you were on the live yesterday, but we heard them, and I zoomed around for about 2 hours looking for them, and they were on the other side of Lane Creek, so I was not able to get to them. I'm not going to go tromping through other people's property or go up the tracks to get to that area, because I have to, because there's a big ravine with a creek that flows through, and it's open year round, so I wasn't going to try to get across that. Ira says, the live was fantastic yesterday. Thanks. You are very welcome. Matt says, my outside temp says 77 degrees. Oh,
Well,
too warm.
It says 75.
Yeah, we're at 75. We're melting snow earlier for the water tank, so it got a little warm in here. It's turned down, and we have windows open now.
Yep.
Everybody's greeting one another. And Alone says 2 hours north of Valdez. Matt's got this to Matt show off. Jerry says, if I can get this thing to click it right. I did a live yesterday right before yours. I slow working on pens, and yeah, I saw that. I meant to jump in there real quick, but we were trying to get everything ready for our live, and we all kind of got onto the live ahead of time to chit chat about a few things. But I did see the live going. I was like, oh, because you know me, I'm a turner like you, Jerry, and I'm hoping this summer I can get out there and do a little bit more. If not, then definitely next winter, because my workload for next winter is going to be cut in half compared to what it was this year. And
the house will be done for one thing.
Yeah, except for the final trim in the upstairs. But we're hoping to track down a larger diesel generator so I can charge the batteries here, charge the batteries at the cabin, and work my shop all at the same time. I know what I want, but it's hard to find somebody to get it up here for us. We want a military auction, or military style one that I can find at auctions. But the logistics of finding somebody to pick it up for me in Cali and get it to Seattle to the port to get on a ship is been kind of a pain in the tush. Otherwise, I would have already ordered one. because those ones there I can get through the military. Some of them are, under 100 hours, and they're selling for $4,000, and it's a 6 to 10 kW. That's all I really need. If I can get a 6 kW, I can buy one now for $3-4 grand. And then a couple years get a second one, and then I can parallel them together to make 13 kW when I need it for the big tools. But right now, everything I have will run off of 6 kW. And she's looking at me funny because she doesn't understand all the electrical stuff.
Not a clue. Not a clue.
Now, Brook Trout says it's 73 and drizzling down in Venice, Florida.
Oh.
And Matt AK says to Matt's garage, I'm wearing shorts and have the fans on in the apartment. Haven't turned the AC on yet, but I thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We don't have AC.
Nope. And Hunting Stuff says, I bet Glitchin is still really cold too.
I
bet he is.
That's a good guess.
And Mary B from Mrs. PTL says, we have had snow on and off all day today with temps in the low 30s, southwestern PA.
Oh my. Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, it's kind of that time of year. You're still going to get it. Let's see. Matt Scrooge says, good evening to Jerry at Butler Family Farm and Susan as well. And his Grizzly Acres. That's a gentleman that I know down in Chase.
Oh,
it's
really?
Good to see you in here.
Nice.
Well, I don't think he's in Chase. I think are you in the Bluffs? Or are you up by Baldy? I can't remember what you said there, Grizzly. And Bartman's,
Does he ride the train?
No, he's trail.
Oh, he's trail.
The Bartman said, have you got some chaga brewing? I love the Alaskan grown chaga. Thanks again. You're very welcome. No, I haven't gotten any going. I've got to start steeping it again.
Yep.
I've been slacking on doing it, and I need to start doing it again.
Yes, and now's the time of year when we can still do a lot of work inside.
Yeah.
We should be doing that.
Everybody's still greeting one another. And Mary says it's currently 32 degrees. Ashley is dropping links for Grizzly Acres. Is also Roger Boss.
Good job.
Sorry, I swallowed something too quickly. And Max says, great live yesterday. Glad you enjoyed it. When you coming up again, Mac? I think you told me the other day and I forgot already. I think you said late April or early May or something like that.
Said late April, but I've
Let me
been
know ahead of
wrong
time.
before.
Let me know ahead of time. The cabin will be warmed up for you when you get up here.
Yep.
Everybody's greeting one another, and Jerry says that is okay. I got 7 done in 3.5 hours. Nice.
Wow.
You're cooking right along.
Excellent.
Hello, Backyard Trucker. Says, hi, everyone. I'm new here. Well, welcome.
Oh, welcome.
There are a lot of good people that come in and hang out in here, and there's a lot of good channels that come in here and hang out as well. You'll see Ashley Anderson, JR, or Alone, or one of my other moderators dropping links periodically. Feel free to check them out. And if you get a channel, let us know, and we'll give you a plug.
Give you a plug, sure.
Ashley's dropping Old School Alaska's link. Billy says predicted 30 here in Alabama tonight. Got a ways to go. Well, 52 now. Yeah, it'll drop quick.
That's pretty cold for that
Yep.
first.
JR says one YouTuber drove to Dead Horse weeks ago. It was blowing 30 to 50 and negative 70 visibility was down to about 30 yards. Yeah. Now we had about that time period, we were getting winds up into the 30s and 40s as well. But we weren't having snow coming down, but it was creating a heck of a mess with the drifts.
Yes.
Hey, Dusty, good to see you in here. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Hopefully you're doing well.
They're the gold guys?
No, Dusty Bottom Boys. She's
sounds like a.
Oh God, is it upstate New York? He's the one to send us the nice email that you responded to about possible family members.
Oh, nice. Yes. Yep. I knew it was familiar for some reason. Sounds like you should be in a great band.
Ira says, I was wondering if you order from Amazon Prime, is there a shipping fee? Or is the shipping free? No, we do order quite a bit actually from Amazon, and as long as you have Prime, no shipping fees. It just takes a little longer because this is Alaska.
It is. It's a bit far.
Yeah. There was a rumor that they were talking about putting a shipping or Amazon facility somewhere in Alaska. I don't know how true it is. That would be really nice. But are they going to be able to stock everything that we would order?
Yeah, well,
probably not. It's probably going to be goofy, silly things that we don't really use.
Oh, well, that could be true.
Usually we buy things that have a purpose and are going to be used.
We're very practical.
Try to be. I mean, there's already enough junk up here to last 3 more lifetimes. And once we were like yesterday, we were discussing, and once it's here,
It's here forever.
Only way it'll get away is if I melt it down, which I don't have a foundry made yet. Keyword yet. Or I bring it to the town. And most of what's here is aluminum engine blocks from old generators, things like that. So they're just going to get smelted down.
Yeah, we think it's expensive getting things up here until we try to get things away. And that's just not practical.
No, it is not.
Not practical at all.
Everybody's greeting one another, greeting Backyard Trucker, and Ashley and Dusty Bottom Boys. Skipping through everybody chatting back and forth. And there's Paul Davis. Good to see you, Paul. Good evening, Rob and Sarah, and everyone here. 33 and dropping, low 20s tonight. Low 20s in the morning. Nice. Hey, there's Melody and Ryan. Good to see you. How are you guys doing? Are you back?
My goodness, are you back? I imagine it's early to get to the island.
No, yeah, they're not going to the island yet.
No.
It's good to see you both in here.
Indeed.
When are you guys going to be starting your lives again?
Yeah.
Everybody's greeting. Everybody's coming in.
Nice.
Jump on down. Everybody's greeting My Wild Home. And there's Adam and Phyllis from Alaska Cut the Cord.
Hi, guys.
And all chat family.
Woo-hoo.
Good to see you. Melody and Ryan are greeting Jerry. And PTL, come on, click. Says, what are you drinking? Looks refreshing. Which one of us? Sarah's drinking a
Manhattan Maker's Mark.
And I'm just
lots of cherry juice.
Drinking my martini.
A martini.
I bounce between martinis and rum and coke.
I find if I have rum and coke in the evening, I'm awake.
She stays awake. The soda doesn't agree with her. I need to get her some caffeine-free stuff. Hey, Fishman 506, how you doing? Good to see you over here.
Yep.
Let's see, Matt's Garages to JR. Yeah, that was an insane trip with Timmy. Took the dead horse. Yeah, I think I did see some of that video with Timmy going up there. I know he was just trying to go up. He was trying to get up to the Arctic Circle there for a little bit, and he was having a heck of a time. I know he had a number of problems with the truck.
I can't even imagine.
I didn't actually run into him, but I ran into the truck, not physically, but down in Talkeetna last year, and he was probably in the Fairview, and I probably should have went in and met him.
Yeah, just right down the door. All right.
Right. Yeah, but he's so
They know
greeting
you
one
anyway.
another. Let me see here.
Yes.
Ashley's dropping links. Thank you, Ashley.
Good job.
My Wild Homes greeting the Bartmans. Everybody's greeting Fisherman 506 was Lee. Boy, there's a lot of people chatting in here tonight. That's
a
good.
good thing.
Yeah. Melody and Ryan say very practical. LOL. There's Gary. That's Belt Loop 29. Good to see you in here, Gary. And Melody and Ryan say that's the same way with us. Once it's on the island, it's there for good. Exactly.
Yep.
And once it's there, you can't do much about it.
Nope.
Well, and it's good to see you here again, Dusty Bottom Boys.
Nice.
If you guys haven't checked out Dusty Bottom Boys channel, make sure you do.
Right.
And there's Cordless Tool. Long time no see, right?
Oh, Cordless Tool.
Yeah. Everybody's greeting one another back and forth. And Gary's thanking for dropping his link. Melody says, we are back. Good. Meeting back from the UK.
Right.
Let's see. Billy says, what kind of things do you make with the smelted aluminum? It depends. If I'm doing woodwork, I can do bow ties and implement them into where there's cracks and stuff like that.
Like our dining table.
Like our dining table. It's when I made this table, I made it too thin, so it's got a nice split right down the middle.
Yep.
And eventually, when I get another table made to go in here, this one to go out on the front porch, because the front porch is going to be made into a temporary summer kitchen till like the front deck.
Yeah. / starting greenhouse.
Yep. So, but with the aluminum, there's a lot of different things. I can just use it to make weights to hold things down. Like if I was going to make hoop houses, temporary hoop houses in the fall when it's starting to cool down, I can put it over there and use it to weight them down. But there's a lot of aluminum here. The Yanmar blocks are mostly aluminum, and there's a couple of those sitting around here. Bartman says that Timmy earns his money. Unbelievable videos, especially the drone use. Yes, definitely. And that's one thing. One of these days I've got to get again is I've got to get another drone. The one I have is done.
Yeah.
I've called 3 or 4 companies that work on them, that work on drones, and they won't work on mine because it's so old.
Yep.
Everybody's talking to Gary.
We bought that in a parking lot, didn't we?
Yeah, but it was working for a little while.
It
Then
was.
it decided to poop out on me. And Melody says, thank you so much. Our live will be back at our regular time Thursday nights, 7
7.
p.m. Central.
Great.
Very good.
We can't wait.
Yep.
You
we
are so
definitely
fun.
Can't wait. Can't wait to see what you guys are going to do next on the
Oh,
island. I know
yeah.
you guys are going to have your handful getting all that solar stuff set up out there and all those
Oh,
batteries.
boy.
Trust me, I know how that one is.
But it'll be worth it.
Yep. Everybody's stuck reading one another. And Gary says, wait a minute. I'm here on the wrong channel. Sorry, Gary.
Whoops.
Melody says, we're doing well. Thank you. Did Jerry
Good.
Butler Family Farms.
Good.
Everybody's greeting everybody back and forth. And Matt's Garage says, to departments, I still can't figure out how he gets that drone footage. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Ira says, dropping to low 40s here in South Georgia tonight. Next week, peppers, heirloom tomatoes, and zucchini going. Ooh, nice. Now, my mom, where was she looking at? She's looking at a house in Fitzgerald, Georgia. I think she actually made an offer on it. We're waiting to see if it got accepted. She was over in Hortense for a little while, but she sold that place. She didn't like the neighborhood. And as Cordless Tool saying, good evening to Hunting and Stuff. Last got the greeting Cordless Tool. Everybody's greeting Cordless Tool, and there's AFJ. Good evening, everyone. Just driving, listening. Not a problem.
Okay.
Drive safely, Arlen.
Yes, do. At least you're not watching.
Right.
Yeah.
Miss Crystal says hello also.
Nice.
Which Crystal? Where's Crystal? I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe
Let's
we're not
see.
there yet.
Backyard Trucker says hello to Gary. Just rolling down the road. There you go. Ashley says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you very much,
thank you,
Ashley, for reminding
Ashley.
people. There you go. There's your right channel, Gary. The Belt Loop 29 Homestead.
Hey, pup.
Arlen says, LOL, keeping one eye on the road, right?
Hands on the wheel, eyes on the road.
Yeah. Gary says, after all, I think Alaskan channels as being a homestead channel. Some of us are, some of us aren't, but it's all good. I won't complain. And we call our place a homestead every now and then.
Yeah, we kind of do.
And the departments say the drone footage is all done on active track where you can get the drone to follow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there's little things you can do for that. I've seen it messed up a few times. I was doing a boat delivery. My buddy Neil came with me. And we were flying through the miserable mile down at Fort Myers. It's literally a mile, and it's like 5 different channels that come into it, and there's markers everywhere, and you can never really tell if you're in the channel or not. And we were going through that, and the drone lost connection, and it was heading back to where we first took off, which is about 3 miles back. I did a fast U-turn with the boat and started going back there. He managed to get it to reconnect and come down. One of these days, I'll have to post some of the footage of that. It was actually pretty good footage.
I bet it was funny.
But yeah, poor Neil was like, oh boy. And it's P&J's Homestead. It's Paula and Jason. Good to see you.
Yep.
And Melody and Ryan say, when will you start your greenhouse? Sounds like fun. How long is your growing season? Our growing season's kind of like yours, guys. Maybe a little bit shorter, but not by much. Greenhouse, when I'm going into town on Wednesday for a couple of days to pick up things that I need for the greenhouse to get things started. I should have already started some of the stuff like my tomatoes and things like that. So I'm hoping that I can get back here and get them into the seed pods, Zeus, and get them going, and then be able to go out there and get the greenhouse warm. I'm half contemplating taking our little Nordic oil drip stove and sticking it out there.
Really?
Oh, we're back. All right, are we back? Somebody let me know if we're back. I don't know what is going on with my internet right now. This is the first time we've had a problem with Starlink in a while.
Long time.
So hopefully we are back.
This is out laying in the snow. I think he's starting to worry that it's going to go away.
Yeah.
So he wants
Well,
to lay in it all
he knows
he
it will.
can. Yep.
All right. I think we may be back.
Okay.
Okay, I think we are.
Okay.
All right, so let's see here. How's Sarah liking her art studio? She hasn't really been up there much because we've been trying to get a lot of other things done in the meantime.
And it's not ready to be organized. And I have so many different mediums that I haven't got them all where I can see what they are. I was thinking today, though, I could lay out some old used or not even used tea bags and do a little bit of watercolor.
Yep.
And that, I don't know if I know where the watercolors are. I know where the tea bags are. And I have a table surface that I can clear.
Yep. Mary asked, I was very surprised to hear about the amount of iron in the groundwater in Alaska. Do you guys have orange colored water? Nope, we do not.
No, it's not bad at all.
We don't have a well to say.
Mm-hmm.
We have cisterns under the house. This time of year, we're melting snow and putting that down into the tanks. In the summertime, we get water out of the creek and it gets heavily filtered.
Yes.
It's filtered to the point where you can actually drink it if you choose to. It will have a little bit of darkness to it, but that's because of the tannins as it's washing down the creek. But for the most part, it's pretty clean.
Mm-hmm.
That's for bathing water, cleaning water, stuff like that. We get our drinking water from the spring.
And that's just fresh and lovely.
Yep. And there's Lee from Maine. Good to see you, Lee from Maine. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm skipping over everybody chit-chatting back and forth and saying hi to one another.
That's so good.
If I see questions, I will stop. I can hear the bird in the window.
Oh, I just put the seeds in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
P&J says 41 people here, 25 likes. Don't forget to give the thumbs up to Sarah and Rob. Thank you very much. I appreciate the reminder there, P&J. And Iris says, oh my God, my mom and I live in Fitzgerald, Georgia. Tell her to contact us. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not
a
Ira, send me an email.
Mm-hmm.
It should be in our about section.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and what I'll do is I'll tell you the area where she's looking at. I think it's well, I won't say it on here, but I'll let you know the vicinity of where she's at in Fitzgerald. I can remember.
Are you crossing me?
See, Fisherman 506 is greeting Lee, and there's AK Froggy, my friend from over there at Garden Like a Viking. Hopefully you're doing well. How's Houston? Are you getting all the snow down there?
In Houston?
Yeah, Houston.
Like Texas?
No,
Houston.
No,
Houston, Texas. The Froggy.
Hence the AK, Alaska.
AK Frog. Oh yeah, there it is.
And Gary says, I hit the thumbs up twice. How many people in here can sit? Both stick. Oh, Gary. Ash says, sorry I wasn't more involved yesterday. Kids picked the worst time to be needy. Not a problem.
They
that
do.
happens.
So do dogs.
Yeah, as you see with ours, he's a pit boy.
He's an obnoxious creature.
Departments give thumbs up and say, I should be asking Mountain Mariner, but how does he get that drone to fly so low in front of his sled? That's not a drone. He has a what do you call that thing? It's a GoPro 360, basically, almost like the Insta 360 that Adam and Phyllis use, but it's made by GoPro. That's how he does it. It's got an invisible stick.
He's an amazing techie.
Yeah, he does really good here, or good with his videos. And
yeah,
one of these days I'll have better equipment to do stuff like that. And honestly, I am not a fan of GoPro anymore after all the problems I've been having. I'm constantly losing footage. If I'm not losing footage, I'm losing audio. And that frustrates the heck out of me when I lose the audio, because then I have to do fast forwards where I was talking. He's at the door again. Zuby's being a pitta tonight.
He really is.
And P&J says, Paul Davis, 30 degrees, light, pretty dusting of snow in the air. How's things your way? Oh, no. Brook Trout's pizza's cold. He cooked it, but it didn't work. Matt Scratch, Jim Morrison, keep your eyes on the road and your hands upon the wheel. I love the Doors. I always have. PTL says, I'm working on a drone license. I think our junkyard videos will get better perspective. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. I'm going to get one of the small ones so I don't have to. Well, actually, I kind of do have to get a license now because with the business license and YouTube, once you start making money for it, you have to have the drone license.
Oh, my.
So I'll probably have to go get mine too. It's a pain in the butt, but just get it done anyways. P&J says, the Brook Trout, you following us? LOL, good to see you again. Gary says, puppy wants attention. He always wants attention. It's always at the wrong time. I'll lay on the floor trying to get in the plane. He'll walk away from me.
Yep.
But as soon as we start talking to the camera, and no, it's about him.
All about.
And he's looking at me. As soon as I said that, he's like, he's giving me that. He's mad dogging me over there. Lee says, still chilly here in Maine. So I made a huge kettle of corn chowder. Ooh, that sounds good. I haven't had corn chowder in a while. You have an air leak. You're squeaking a lot.
Don't do that. Make him bark. Oh, no.
Come here. Come around. Come here. Come here, Zeus. Now he's like, no, I ain't talking to you. He's going to get mommy instead.
Cold pizzas.
Yep. Oh, no.
What are we going to do with you? You don't have a doghouse. We can't put you in it. You have a room.
Yeah, Gary, same thing with this guy. And he talks back.
Oh, he's sassy.
Yep. Matt Scratch says to PTL. Junkyard drone footage would be cool. At least his tail's going a mile a minute, so he's doing it intentionally to get attention.
You're going to have to go back out on that porch.
He's going to get himself trouble. He's looking, his eyes are about yay big. They're dilated. They look like saucers. Is this outside?
No.
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 What are you doing? He's like, Mom, don't protect me. You are a spoiled monkey. Yes, you are. What do you want? Why you're wiggling? Go get it.
Oh, not over the top.
He's always he's stuck on my leg right now.
Go under the table.
Come on, back.
There's no room.
He's a wild dog. He can be very unruly.
No garbage.
Everybody says they can hear us again. Okay. Yeah, it's I don't know what happened. It just had a brain fart. I wonder if I have my snow melt function on there, so it might be part of the problem. And there's Ed, Mountain Mariner. Good to see you, Ed. Everybody's saying we're good. That's good. Good.
Ed
and there's Living Free Alaska. Good to see you guys in here. Hopefully you guys are doing well.
Yep.
And P&J says tech problem's going to happen. No worries, right?
Yep.
But I mean, and we were talking about it yesterday during the live with Alone and Adam and Phyllis, how well it's been doing. And then today's everybody's chatting back and forth. Ashley's dropping links. Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate that. Susan Gotchi's giving a thumbs up.
Yay, thanks.
Everybody's greeting one another, greeting Ed and Living Free Alaska. Living Free says to Matt, Garage, great, just taking care of Mr. Gary, who is 2 weeks post-op from knee surgery. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Wow.
Make sure you keep him doing his exercises. I've dealt with that with my mom 3 separate times. Yes, she's had 3 knee replacements.
Wow.
2 on one and 1 on the other one. And it is definitely important that you keep the mobility going and doing the exercises I want you to do.
Wow.
Because if not, you're going to have problems. So, Gary, make sure you keep doing that.
Wow.
And there's Joan Plaver. I'm not sure. Correct me however I say it.
Anyway, welcome.
Yep, welcome. It's good to see you in here. I think I've seen you in here before. Let's see. I'm skipping over all the chit chats and the greetings. Billy says, Living Free Alaska. Yes, hope you all is well with you and hope Gary's gets better.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Susan Gotchi says, would love to see your painting sometime, Sarah.
Oh, they're pretty silly. Watercolors.
I don't agree with that.
No.
No. Go grab the book.
Oh, the book.
Get the book
This is
you
the
made me.
first thing I made in the last.
Yeah, this is actually, yeah, this, like I said, this is the first thing she made in Alaska for me. This is, I went into town our first winter here for Christmas to get something, and she made this here.
This
Or,
is a
yeah,
book.
winter for my birthday. But
Okay.
this is made out of leather and paper that she made, by the way, with a couple of natural fibers here.
Right.
So you can see some of the little things that she puts on there, and this is all done on tea bags.
Yep.
And she gets her
get
poetry
it.
in there. She does her
Haiku.
haikus in there. You know, there's the railroad tracks
There's the
going
railroad
up there by the
tracks, yep.
mountain. More haikus. And then she does little drawings like this.
Yep. That's our front yard, I think.
More haikus. And the black caps.
Yes, we got those by the dozens.
And they're getting worse and worse here.
Oh, they're demanding little creatures, but they're so cute.
Yeah. And then there's some trees.
Yep.
And this is all in watercolor.
Yep.
She can do a lot more things. And there's the
the
fireweed.
fireweed. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to, I made paper. I used what I use in Florida, banana leaves.
There's the mountain in the wintertime with the moon
the
behind
moon
it.
behind the mountain.
And the trees.
And nice tree. I'm gonna use
That's
there's
Denali. That's one of the views we had from the cabin over
from
there.
the cabin window, the
So,
living room window. It's glorious. So I'm going to use fireweed
to make paper.
pulp
Yep.
to make paper. It has a little bit of a purpley gray cast to it, so we'll see what it does and how it takes dyes. I have in the past used manufactured type dyes, so we'll see what I have to do with that. I don't know yet.
Yeah. If you guys aren't familiar with Nate from Garden Like a Viking, AK Froggy is talking about one of the mixtures he makes for fertilizer using the brown sugar and stuff. Yeah, I would be concerned about them drawing in the bears too.
Oh yeah, I would.
They're gonna smell that sweetness and they're gonna
they're gonna come and eat it.
Just like I want to do a fish one,
Mm.
you know, using
Oh, yeah,
salmon
but-
heads and stuff like that to use as fertilizer because it puts a lot of nitrogen stuff in the water. And I'm really reserved about doing that because of that same problem.
Mhm. We do have bears.
I mean,
We also have wolves.
yeah, we got the wolves in the bed. And Ed says, hopefully I can get garden fencing up this year.
Yeah.
I was shopping for electric fence junk today.
Yeah.
Got to pick up 54 T-posts and helicopter them out too. Yep.
Yes.
We're probably going to try to find a small electrical fence system too, just for around the immediate buildings. So Sarah can go out there and do what she wants to do because I love my Sarah. But I've walked up behind her and stood behind her and then goosed her and she's come out of her skin. And I said, "Rar, I'm a bear, you're done."
Yeah.
And she goes, "But that isn't fair." Well, I guess it is because the bear's not going to come up and say, "Tap, tap, tap. Hi, I'm here to eat you."
Right.
He's just going to say, "Crunch, crunch."
Yes.
So it's more of a
I
safety.
get
net,
involved
Sarah.
in what I'm doing, and it's not smart. It's not wise, and I don't know how to get around it. I can't not be in my own yard.
Nope. And it says 360 GoPro Max. Yep. I was right. Okay, probably sound live free Alaska. They're a few miles from west of Houston. Ashley's dropping links. Everybody's greeting Ed. Living Free says the plane that crashed this weekend was on our road. Oh, I didn't hear about a plane crashing.
Nope. We're out
This is
of
what
that
happens
loop.
when we're in the bush.
Yeah.
We don't hear nothing. We don't watch enough TV, so which is good.
Yep, we're out
Speaking
of
of
the
TV, Grizzly Acres sent me a link to play Silence and Solitude, the Dick Proennke movie.
Oh.
And we watched that last night, and Sarah loved it. I've got to get a better quality version of it because the quality we had, it was about a 420 pix. So it wasn't very good, but she got the point. I really need to find all the DVDs. There should be a total of 4 movies in the series that Dick has done.
Yeah, all I had seen before was a guided tour, if you will, of his cabin.
Yeah, I think that was my Self-Reliance that did that, where
Mhm.
he went up to Dick's
Yeah.
place and spent a couple of days out there.
Yes.
And Gary says, if
Lovely.
I say hello to someone more than once, forgive me. I'm an old man and take not a problem, Gary.
Aha.
Yeah, Jared's saying a lot of channels are switching over to DJI equipment.
Good.
Ed says, I hear you. I'm switching to a different brand of cameras at some point too. Hate the mounting systems for GoPro. Yeah. And the bad thing is, Ed, is back when I had my old air gun and outdoor gear review channel, I had a couple camera companies approach me and I was sponsored by them. And if I still had, I don't know if those videos are still up, but you can see the logos and all that at the ends of the videos. But all their stuff was all knockoff GoPro stuff, you know, the mountings and stuff like that. So I have a lot of stuff for mounting GoPros, and it's annoying how much I have. I have bags of it. Matter of fact, I gave the Homestead some. I think I gave Adam and Phyllis a handheld gimbal and stuff like that. I mean, I had just so much stuff. I really want to get back into full frame cameras, like my old Canons were. Because if you get the right Canon, you can actually use those for filming. Yes, they're heavy, they're bulky, but I have a full rig for that for stabilization. That was sent to me years ago for testing with the old channel. Yeah, living free. My GoPro constantly freezes. My head doesn't freeze; it just loses information.
Yeah.
Either whole videos or parts of videos, and it's annoying. And the batteries do not last. I'm lucky if I can get half an hour out of videoing, and that's too much pit for me. Living free less because I just bought new DJI mic system. I'm excited to put my game into the audio department. Nice. I'll have to check those ones out. I just have cheap lapel stuff that work really good, actually. Yeah, those are some expensive posts you're getting out there, Ed. That's a flight in themselves.
Indeed.
Gary says, you know, when a dog toots, he's trying to just blow your kiss. Gary. I actually had it right. TMI. TMI. Beggar trucker can't leave him out. Nope.
No.
Living free says he just wants to be part of the life. Yeah, no, he's a good boy, but he gets a little rambunctious and he'll want to get up on my face and in my lap. Yes, he thinks he's a lap dog. So we have to put him out on the porch and he's staring in the window and he knows when he comes in, he'll get roughed up and played with. So he's fine. P&J says, Sarah and Rob, any moose, wolves, etc. that how's the snowfall? I have not checked the snowfall in the last 2 days because it's still coming down.
It is, but it melts almost as fast.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Moose are kind of staying away right now because of the wolves are in the area.
Yeah.
So they're kind of distancing themselves from us. So that's bad, but you know, hopefully the wolves don't stick around. They usually travel around quite a bit. I think it's actually the same pack of wolves that goes up by Ed's place about 9 miles from here. They look like the ones that I have on video as well. So that's I'm really thinking that they're traveling between Curry, Gold Creek here, and then Ed.
Wow, that's quite a travel.
Yeah.
But they do it.
Nope, hang on. Jared's always talking about loop. I quit those meds too. Ed says, Rob, did you get snow overnight? My cabin cell cams show about 4 to 6 inches. We're at 4 inches right now, Ed. Yep. And it's still coming down and it's wet and heavy.
I looked out and it's so pretty and I said, oh, that's going to be easy to carry to melt water.
She's used to the midwinter snow where it's nice and fluffy.
It weighs a ton. You fill a bucket and I need to put wheels on my buckets.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Lee says Zeus just wants to be seen by all of us. It's all right by me. He this is true, but then he wants to play and gets demanding and he'll get up my face and he'll pull up my beard and stuff like that to get me to play with him because Sarah pets him and roughs him a little bit, but I'll get on the ground and wrestle with him a little bit and he loves that.
He loves it.
And I need to get him out running more. We're supposed to start walking the trails now that it's getting warmer out. So we'll start walking the trails when I get back from town.
At least once a day. A little harder snow.
Yeah.
Should be a little harder packed. I went out a week and a half or so ago and I stepped off the trail and I went in up to my hip. Deep.
Northern Girl says, hey, Rob and Sarah, multi-modding and multitasking. Not a problem, Northern Girl. I hope you're doing good.
Yes,
let's see.
Lots to do.
Backyard Trucker says, we in Michigan didn't get hardly anything for snow this year. I think it's the same way with Wisconsin.
And actually, as far as Alaska goes, this has been our lightest snow year.
Yeah, it really has.
Really light.
Alone is getting more snow than we do, or
Right.
than we did.
Than we did this year. Yeah.
But there's still time.
Yeah.
Last year in April, we had 3 feet in one night. So hopefully
Yeah.
that doesn't happen. Matt's Garage says, okay, quick line for everyone on their current projects.
Quick line.
Quick line from everyone on their
He wants to know what everybody's doing.
Oh, too much. We're always doing something.
Yeah, something.
I'm about 12 minutes behind on the comments, so I will try to catch up.
Yep.
PTL says, I've lost audio on my GoPro Hero 11 and
Oh.
it seems to get warm. What type of camera are you thinking about using? I'm thinking about going to the Insta 360 like Adam and Phyllis use. And once I get a little bit more money built up, I may go over and get some DJI stuff because I have used DJI stuff. That's for the sport cam style. But I really want to get like another Canon D80, or if I can find a decent, 7D Mach 3, I'll grab one of those up as well, because I used to shoot professionally for the newspaper and the media with a 7D, and I loved it. It was an amazing camera, and it does really good video. Oh wow, backyard truckers only use a snowplow once this winter. Ooh, that's
Really?
crazy.
Well, we don't use it much.
Yeah.
Use the
Well, I used the one on the side by side 3 times this year.
yes.
And after that, I was like, I'm not going to keep doing it because there's no point. We're not getting that much snow. Living Free Alaska says he's been doing pretty good. I got him out of the house this weekend to attend the closing ceremonies of the Arctic Winter Games. Cool.
Oh,
Very good.
nice. Yeah.
Plavier.
Good.
Is that pronounced? Did I pronounce it right that time? Plavier? Hopefully I did. Let me know. Another girl's talking to Ashley and P&J and greeting them.
Yay.
And Susan says Zeus is such a lap puppy.
He is.
Every now and then,
Oh,
he don't usually get
my
on furniture,
goodness.
but every now and then he'll come up to the couch,
Sneak his
and
little paws
he'll get up there and he'll nuzzle up to you. Then next there's a back leg on the couch, and then the other back legs on the couch, and he's rolling onto you. It's like, oh my God, you big mooch.
Yes.
He does it every now and then when we're getting up late in the morning, which never really happens except maybe once every 6 months.
Yeah.
He'll come up in their
Very
bed and he'll put a paw around it, then he'll other his paw around it, then he'll flop across us and like, what are you doing in bed still? It's 6 o'clock. You should be up.
You should be up.
At least me.
Yeah.
Brickville says, and when in Michigan, where in Michigan? Backyard trucker. Okay. They're from Marquette, Southwest Marquette. Billy says, oh, why'd you do that? We got our usual goose egg. Snow.
Oh.
I would hope so.
Poor dear.
Everybody's
No
chatting back
snow.
and forth. JR says, looking at real-time map and Starlink birds coverage is better than months ago. They launched many birds so far this year. The goal is 100 launches with up to 62 birds on each launch. Ooh,
Wow.
that's a lot of debris up there.
Yeah. We're cluttering the entire universe.
I must have missed something.
How close?
Okay, they're talking to Hart. It's a town.
Okay.
And Billy says, oh, I like the train and the bird especially. Living Free. We love our Starlink. JR, we cut the cord with the MTA back in November and solely run off Starlink. Now we've been doing the same thing for I think I purchased our Starlink last April. So we're coming up on 1 year on Starlink now. And at first it was really sketchy up until September when they opened up that new ground platform down in the Aleutians. And after that, this is the first time tonight was the first time we've had a problem with it in months.
Yeah. It's really amazing.
Living Free says, so pretty. Started talking about your little book that you made me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No other girl posted our wish list. Don't really go off that.
What's
It's
our
just
wish list?
our Amazon wish list.
Oh,
It's just stuff that I just throw on there for us to buy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's Shailene, EG wife. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Y'all, hope each of you are having a fantastic day. We are.
Yes.
We are.
It's
What's
a
your
good
temperature
day.
up there, Shailene?
Good. Yeah.
And Mary says, you are awesome artist, Sarah. She is. She does. There's a lot she can do. She used to do pottery. She's done a lot of different
Yeah.
things. One of these days, I'm gonna have her do a video just showing a lot of the stuff that she's done in the past, and she'll explain to you how she's done things.
Right.
Because there's quite a few things around the house that are really interesting that she's done.
The pottery is not going to work very well up here. It's hard to get clay. We have clay as dirt, but it's not. You can't really fire it to make it stay clay. It will go back. It gets wet. It goes back to like mud.
Yep.
And it's not practical. And a kiln is an expensive thing to build. The components are heavy.
And if I build a fire kiln.
Well, fire brick is not as heavy as some things. No. It's porous. And I have built a low fire.
We could do the Japanese style too.
Yes, we could. But you have to I'd have to buy the clay.
Yeah. Well, we have clay here. You might be surprised what you can do with what we got here.
I'll have to try it.
It says Insta360 is what I'm switching to, but I'd like to get a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 for stationary stuff. It follows you around and you don't have to mess with the framing shots. Wow. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. DJI has some really good gear, and their camera system is getting better and better every time. Where a lot of these companies, like the other one that we've been talking about, have only been doing small upgrades to the camera systems. Everybody's liking all the stuff that you did on that book, Sarah.
Thank you.
Just as nice job, Sarah. Made your own paper too. Yeah, she actually has been doing paper stuff for a while.
It's fun.
Actually, I think when I get back, we'll do a video on that.
It's a lot cheaper and lighter than clay.
Yep.
Oh, I'll get you a sculptural piece I did.
Can't show them all because you won't be able to do a video on it.
Yeah, but
Liam Main says, Rob, will you get into glasswork and Sarah's new studio? Love seeing your work, Sarah. I probably will not start doing glass blowing again because that kind of kiln is a pain in the tail, and it would cost too much to get the oxygen tanks and stuff like that back and forth here. I can use propane as the main fuel source and the oxygen to help get to the flame to where I need it for the blowing the glass, but I can blow through a 20-pound tank in about 4 hours when I'm doing glass work. So I probably won't do it with that kind of glass blowing, and to build a proper system to do the big style glass blowing, which is what I've always wanted to do. It would be way too price inhibitive up here. I would have to, make my glass smelter. It's going to have to be like 5 foot across, 5 foot high, 5 foot wide. And it's all fire brick. And it's no. I've worked with them before, and then I'd have to get the honey hole and stuff like that to have it all here and now. And then the kiln for annealing. No, it was an expensive hobby when I did glass blowing before. Expensive. So I probably will not get back into glass
even
blowing.
More than pottery. Yeah. And my studio is in the house. It's upstairs in the house.
Yeah.
And there's a limit to what you can do with an in-house thing. Yep. I can do paper. I can even do encaustics, which is melted wax.
You should have brought it back. Left it for a second so you can talk about it for a second.
Oh.
I was in the middle of talking. It's okay. We'll leave it for the video.
We'll leave it for a video. It's a great big pod thing.
Yep. And as Rare Mike says, good afternoon, Jen, and everyone in the chat.
Hi, Mike.
I'm doing some chores and such. So I'm mostly listening right now. Not a problem, Mike.
That's fine. We appreciate it.
And the Bartman say, Rob, have you practice part? They have a practice part for 107 knowledge test webinar remote pilot 101. There are several practice test sites to get you prepared for the actual test. That's good to know. I think I have seen a couple of them advertised online. He's throwing his alien toy around. He's being silly.
He's so silly.
He just wants that attention.
Speak.
Hi. It's an airplane. I was like, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's greeting everybody back and forth. Everybody's greeting Rare Mike.
Yes.
Hopefully I can get caught up here. We're about 15 minutes out.
Oh my.
Hart is in troll territory. It's far away from Marquette. I'm in the Uper. I'm a Uper. Okay. Mm-hmm. Ira says, Rob and Sarah, I FaceTime messaged you about Fitzgerald. Okay.
Oh,
I think I heard that come through on the phone here a minute ago.
Okay.
Belushi is a bear with manners, right?
Might tap you on the back.
chin,
Yeah.
right? But I don't think there's a bear with manners,
I don't think there
except
is
for
such a
he's
thing.
highly trained.
They're quite rude.
Yep. Living Free Alaska says, yes, we used to be on YouTube. Paul Pahana Travels and the RVing to Alaska. Third time is a charm.
Wow, good.
This is actually
Zeus.
like my fourth
Come
YouTube channel.
Come here.
First one did really good. The other two I didn't really do anything with. And then now this one here.
And we hope this one's good.
This one's doing all right.
It seems to be doing quite well.
Mike says, how are y'all? We're all good.
Yep.
Yeah. Before he eats you, Gary's talking about the bears.
Yeah, bears. Yeah.
Ashley says, the brook trout gotcha. I have family in Hart area. Okay, cool. And Mike says, oh, that crash in Houston area. Yeah, that's what AK Froggy was saying. I didn't hear anything about it. AK Froggy says, million feet in Anchorage Hills, solar electric fencing for a pretty good price. It's Amazon won't ship the batteries here. Only 1 joule though.
Oh.
You need more from I
for a
want.
moose.
I can actually buy
Yeah.
a system that's runs off my AC power that draws very little and off Amazon and get it shipped here. I'm probably going to go with a 6 joule. And Living Free says, yes, Railroad Mike, it crashed at the end of our road.
Wow.
And all our neighbors ran out to assist
Yeah,
them.
good.
What was left of the plane is still sitting across the street from our
Wow.
place right now. That's crazy.
That's an adventure you can certainly do without.
Yep, definitely.
Boy.
And I should give you a thumb drive, Ed, and have you transfer those over to a thumb drive for me. Sorry, I'm not talking about pirating. Living Free
whole
says to
critic, yeah.
JR, very cool. Yes, we started the new channel 2 months ago to get us to the right audience for Alaska live content,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Gary saying my GoPro tends to overheat. They all overheat. And they are just asking Living Free if they were in Seward at the time. And come on. Actually, asked Ed who produced that. And it says magnetic mounts on the Insta360 cameras is awesome. That's what I heard. And Fellow says maybe GoPros are made for medium latitude. Could be. Living Free says we were visitors for several years up here and focused all our content on RVing around Alaska. We changed our channel name to RVing to Alaska when we moved here. Very good.
Nice. Yeah.
They also state that it started the new channel with YouTube never pushed our Alaska content before RVing. You're doing all right now, so that's what matters.
Yes.
Gary says, but I have to have a stint in my heart. My doctor
Oh.
seems to think that the arteovasculin keeps my heart healthy and clear. They're not taking it true.
Yeah.
Yep, Bob Sewer. Swearer. Sorry. No, you're right. I think the spelling is wrong though, Ed. But yes, that is who produced it. And it's Follow Alaska. Good to see you guys in here. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is having a fantastic evening. And AK Froggy says to Gary, have you tried red yeast yet? Or red yeast rice? Zuby. Get mommy. She wants to give you love. She wants to cuddle you.
Come here. I will pet you.
He doesn't buy it. He's just looking like, what?
I'm never She's so cruel.
Let's see. I'm just trying to click over some of the chit chat. Ashley says, thanks. Thanks, Ed. The one I'm familiar with, wasn't sure if it was another one. And PJ says, hey to Lynn and Daryl. Always good to see you. Follow Alaska. Yes, it is. Oop, I missed something from the Bartman. Whoa. The Bartman say to Living Free. We had an awesome month in Alaska. Didn't get to the Kinnick Glacier and the bad snow condition next time, but saw a lot of Alaska. 3,400 miles.
Wow.
That's some driving, Bob.
You saw a lot. We've seen our backyard.
Yeah, that's about it. That's changing this year.
Yes.
Come around here. Come here. Come here, Zeus. Come here.
Come around.
Want some? This way.
You have to go around. Shortcut.
Come here.
Under the table.
Okay.
He
There,
is
look,
the herder, and
look.
he kind of knows
Look.
come around. But
Look, there you are.
there you are.
There you look, there you are.
Oh, what a crazy nut.
You gotta give me a little bit and I'll rough you up, okay?
Oh,
Crazy puppy.
come here.
All right, where was I before I was rudely interrupted by a fuzzy butt?
Oh, this is not good. This is absolutely not.
He's full of beans tonight. And Gary says he's on a high protein diet.
He's looking at you when I tell him.
Oh yeah, because he wants me to play. That's why.
You want to go out?
Don't look at
Out
me.
with me?
He's being really stubborn right now,
If we had a bathroom door, I'd shut him in the bathroom.
right? JR says I've been a Nikon fan, but their range of lenses are nothing compared to Canon offers. This is true. My brother's a Nikon fanatic. He actually worked for Nikon in their testing department for a little while, and I've always been a Canon guy. And you know, we bump heads constantly, but it's become a family joke with us. Ashley says, Lynn, lots of compliments on the hat. Thanks again. Yep. And Alone says, fingers crossed that I don't get too much more snow. Right?
Yeah.
I'm still about 13 minutes out. I keep getting caught up, then I get thrown back. Matt Scratch says, I think you used to snow shovel maybe 2 to 3 times. Now snowblower 0. Yeah, right?
I've been able to shovel some stuff this year.
Yep.
I got a good path to the chicken house. I have a fair path to my snowplow place, my snow gathering place. And where else? I did make it so I can actually get to the freezers.
Yep.
But I have to go up over a mountain where the snow came off one of the other roofs. And it's pretty steep.
Yep. Alone says, Keen, I will wait until I wake up, even if not until noon, to start asking for
Wow.
attention or to go out.
Oh,
That's a good dog.
That's a
Not
good
ours.
dog. No
He's
way.
going to get annoying and say,
Yeah.
no, I want what I want now.
Yep. This is the most rude I have seen him be.
Yeah, this is
This is just unusually rude.
well, it's been 2 lives and 2 nights.
Yes, yes.
So he
So,
just
It's-
like, no, this is supposed to be my time. You're supposed to be
Yes.
making dinner. We're supposed to be
Right.
playing.
Yep. Now
Now he wants to go out. He's such a little booger.
No.
He went and hide in the bathroom.
He went in the
Woohoo.
bathroom.
Yeah, he goes in and lays
Let
on a
go
little
lay
carpets,
down.
little throw carpets that are in the bathroom. Yeah, please. Oop, hang on. AK Froggy said, I just love that drip, drip, drip of melting snow.
Mhm.
Antsy to get gardening. Would love to get the greenhouse operational, but no way to heat it yet.
Mm.
Plans is to propane. May try propane.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we're gonna do the oil drip in there just to
Yep.
help it for right now until I can build a waste oil drip.
Is that the one that's over there?
Yeah, that's the one I'm gonna
Oh,
I'm gonna put over
goody,
there
goody.
for now.
Yay.
You know, but hopefully by the fall we'll be able to put a regular waste oil burner over there.
Sure. Yeah, that's more economical.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see. Living Free Alaska. He is his way to recovery. He had a knee surgery 2 weeks ago to Alone.
Yeah.
And Follow Alaska
Wow.
says to us, I'd love to learn pottery, but that will probably be something that just stays on my bucket list.
It's an expensive thing to do.
Yeah, but if you could kiln it or wood fire it,
Yes.
you can save money on a lot of the equipment.
Mm-hmm. And wood-fired pieces are absolutely gorgeous.
Yep. The Bartman say, hope Gary heals quickly.
Yes, we
Billy
all do.
Sutton
We
says,
all do.
wow, Alone, did you want to trade dogs? Mine gets me up in the middle of the
Oh
night. And
no.
again in the early morning, 15-year-old female Chihuahua.
Oh my.
no. No,
Oh. Zeus doesn't get us up in the middle of the night
unless he's got a sick tummy.
unless he's sick, yeah. which is very rare.
And Gary says, my dog growls at Tammy when Tammy tries to wake her
Take
up to
it.
take her.
Aw, growls. Oh,
I think he said he's got
no.
a miniature schnauzer or something like
Oh
that.
my.
Follow Alaska
Schnauzers.
sister alone.
Mhm.
Just woke me up at 8:30 this morning and has made for a long day getting
Oh,
after going to bed at almost 4. Oh,
oh,
yeah.
that's a long day.
Yeah, that's hard.
Wow. I haven't stayed
Part
up
of the problem
that
is I don't
late.
have my,
Oh yeah. I have not stayed up that late since we've been to Alaska. Even in summer when
yeah.
it's daylight then.
Lee says, Sarah, did you sell your pottery or did you do it as a hobby? She sold some.
I
of it.
sold.
She did.
One year I got best booth at Pittsburgh at the Three Rivers show, and that gave me an invite to the next year.
Yep.
So all my shows were juried, and I did take my own slides. That's the extent of my photography. So I did fairly well. I started off with very small shows and did functional work, but oh dear.
I'll be right back. I got to rough them up for a minute.
Yeah, but after a while, I started doing things that were more interesting to me. They did have a narrower audience, and I wasn't able to sell as many, but they were more expensive pieces, so I did okay. I was able to pay my share of the expenses for the house out of the studio stuff, so that I could pay for my own firings, so that studio was in my house.
Guess you wanted me to put them out.
Yeah, it must be. And then I had enough left over to make a very nice Christmas. But if I had had to support myself, it would not have happened. So there.
Larry Frizz says, JR, no, I am the one with ties to Hawaii. I lived there for 3 years, and we're also married back there in 2012.
Nice. In Hawaii.
It's giving everybody
I went to
giggling,
a wedding
laughing.
in Hawaii once. It was lovely.
That is officially the last state I have not been to.
Oh,
It's the only state I haven't been to.
I don't know if I don't know.
Right. And Lee says, wow, that is interesting, Rob. Good info on the glass blowing. I had no idea it was an expensive hobby.
Oh, it's
If
horribly expensive. Yeah. The firing.
When you're in town, it's not so expensive, but up here, because it costs so much to get stuff up here, I'd have to have like 10 100-pound bottles of propane.
Right.
And, probably 10 or 15 bottles of 100-pound bottles of oxygen just to keep it going. Then trying to get my glass rods up here, they're going to get broken before they get
They're
here.
all good. Everything gets.
They'd get shattered. I mean, I could do some good work and make some good money selling them in town.
Yeah.
It's just, I can anneal them differently than, having a kiln. There's other ways around it. I can do a slow anneal in a crock pot or in a wood stove and have it way high and have it slowly work back. When you anneal it, you have to have it from a high temperature, and over 24-hour time period, just slowly drop, just like you do with pottery.
Like with pottery, I have the slowdown of the firing is actually just as important, if not more, than the heating up.
Brooke says, I kind of started it. Jonah and Ashley inspired me to do it. If they could do, I guess I could too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to check that out. I didn't know you started one.
I didn't know.
We'll definitely have to look at that later on.
Absolutely.
Now he's at the door again.
Yes.
Right back. Anybody want a dog?
He's a very nice dog.
Talk back a little bit.
He's a little sassy. He's actually better behaved when he's with just me, because he thinks I'm the boss and Dad's just a game. Oh my goodness. Thunder Road.
Give me that squeaky toy.
They're crazy.
Oh my God.
And in the morning, he does this running business that they're doing now, but he does it with an LAZER, which we can't say because he knows what it is and he wants to play with it. And he runs back and forth on the runner that is all the way through the house and skids.
There you
He's-
away.
oh, good.
Go away, kid.
Yes, he got his mini. Now we're
Here's your-
going to
here's
have
your-
peace
here's
and
your 5
quiet
cents
for
for the
like
nipple
4.5 minutes.
He's a good dog. I just like busting his chops.
He is a good dog. When I first got him, everybody told me I couldn't manage him, but they granted that I could after a while.
Well, you're probably already gone, Gary, but thanks for showing up, my
Oh,
friend.
bye, Gary. Yep.
Sorry, I got a piece of dog hair in my throat.
Yes, that'll do it. Mhm.
I'm just skipping over a lot of the chit chat so we can get caught up, see if
That's
there's any
fine.
questions.
Mhm.
Everybody's talking about Brook Trout's channel.
Oh,
And
nice.
congratulating for a new start.
Yay.
He says he'd rather fish. Don't blame you.
Yeah.
Go get a couple good reds or a couple nice snook for me.
Mm-hmm.
Did they ever reopen snook season down there? Lee says, I love hearing Zeus in the background. I miss my dog so much. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, he is a good
He
dog.
is good company. It's really nice to have him here when Rob goes to town.
Yeah, when I go to town, he's all,
Enjoy it.
sitting next to mommy like this. When she went to town in February, I got ditched. He just stayed in his room the whole time. He very rarely come out and talk to me except for when he had to go outside or was hungry. So we know whose dog he really is. She always says, oh, he's your dog. No. Minute you're out of the picture, he want nothing to do with me. JR says, if Hawaii was still a monarchy, she would be the queen. I was her
Yeah.
pilot in 1997.
Oh,
Nice.
wow, nice. Yeah. Yep.
Skip through all the chit chat. Let me see.
Nice.
JR says something here to us. It says
Check
dish for
check
snow.
dish for
Check dish for
snow.
snow. Your bird's passing over Denali now. The snow malfunctions on, so there should not be any snow on there right now. And Iris says we were gathering getting fiber optic for internet in our area. So very good.
Good. That'll make a difference too.
Yep. And Lee says to us, Rob, have you made more sourdough bread? No, I have not. I've got to redo my starter. I screwed it up by forgetting to feed it for a couple of days, and I did not have a container small enough to put into our fridge because our fridge is not very big.
It's not.
So food was more important than the starter. And now that I've done it once, getting another one's going is not a problem. I'm one of those ones that once I figure out once, it's done. I'll remember how to do it for the rest of my life, especially when it comes to cooking. It's like the other night I tried making Spanish rice for the first time, and I messed up, and I know where I messed it up, and it will not happen again.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It was the first thing he's made that I say it wasn't great.
Yep. The girl says to Liam Maine, just made a beauty loaf here. I'm improving. Yep.
Yay, good.
JR says, let me free Alaska. She is very, very big into quarter horse racing.
Oh, yeah.
She also is a primary beneficiary of the Big Ranch Trust on the Big Island. Yep.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, good.
Anybody saying Zeus?
Mm-hmm. Yes, he's a wild dog.
See, Mike says, Sarah, my wife is interested in seeing what you make with paper. I know she will want to watch your craft video.
Oh, good.
Yep, definitely.
Yep, I'll get there.
Iris says, I was wondering, RNS, when you travel Alaska this summer, will there be a train or truck? Most of it's gonna be the truck because we want to be able to stop and look at things, but we intend to take in the train down to Seward. And stuff like that. So mostly it's going to be in the truck.
Yeah.
We'll go from here. We'll go up to Fairbanks and down, the I can't remember the name of the highway over Richardson.
I can't either. I think it's Richardson.
Yeah, we'll go down by Toke and then down to Glen Allen, then over. We'll visit Chickaloon. There's an antique shop in Chickaloon we want to stop at. Yeah. Sarah and I both I've always been big into antiques, even before we met each other.
Yeah, and
that's kind of how, I've met Sarah before. But we never really talked because she worked for her friends that does antique estate sales. And I'd always scour them for antiques.
And just fun stuff.
Yep. Bartman say, we love your backyard, Rob and Sarah.
Oh, yes.
It's all snowy right now. So
it is. It's full of snow.
And JR
Yep.
says to us, my next SLR will be a Canon with the selection of lenses for wildlife, landscape, and imagery. Yeah, if you can afford one, get the 100-400 prime, or not prime, L series. Try to get the 2.5, not the 4.3. I have had both, and I love the 2.5. And it was a really good lens. I've had the 100 prime and the 400 prime, as well as a 600 prime, but that was on loan from somebody. That's a $10,000 camera lens that I wish I could have had and kept, but a friend let me borrow that. If you guys don't know your lenses, it's, if you see somebody shooting a Canon with a white lens, it's a high-end lens. And they're really, really, really expensive, unfortunately. I'd be happy getting another 70 to 200, and a 100 to 400, 4.3. I'd be tickled pink, because with that I can get a lot done. And Lee says, oh, she's talking Dusty Bottom Boys. I'm in Central Maine, about 29 miles from Mangor, Wrangley area. It's beautiful. Yeah, that is. Hey, there's Madunanda. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully you're doing good. How's Callie?
Yes.
The girl says to Alone, we didn't bust out our snowblower once this year. We just shoveled it. Not much snow. Wow, strange, but it's a strange winter.
It's a strange winter everywhere we know. And everybody we know who has any winter is strange.
Yep. Skip it over. Everybody greeting one another. P&J says, same here. Jennifer, only one time use snowblower shovel. Yep.
I shoveled early.
The girl's dropping Alone's link. Thank you. Alone says, I've been told I should get a snowblower, but not sure if it is worth the money. Barely shovel it as it is. Yeah. If you're not going out on a regular basis or anything like that, and if you're not getting the amount of snow, if you're going in and out every day to work or something, then it'd be worth getting.
That'd be different.
But
yeah,
we're contemplating getting a small one just to get in between the buildings a lot easier, and make it safer for this one, because she tends to slip and slide a little bit more than I do.
Yeah. Well, I think my boots, they're 3 years old.
Yeah, we're gonna get you new boots this fall, or whenever we see them go on sale.
I keep forgetting to put on. I have cleat things, ice cleat things.
Yes, you do.
And I should probably put them on my boots and just leave them on for the rest of the winter, because it's really slippery out there.
JR. He renamed his bucket list with an F. There's a few times I wish I would have done that too with certain things.
Oh, is that bucket fist?
No. No, the girl says P&J. Yes, a crazy winter, Paula and Jason. At least we were able to do some ice fishing. Yeah, and I have not done any ice fishing here. I do not trust a lake by us.
Oh, no.
Because it has way too many springs
in it. Yep. First time we crossed it, I got out of the boat and fell in up to my knees.
She's not good in a canoe.
No.
That's why I paddle. I say, Sarah, just sit like this, stare straight ahead, because if you start doing this, you're going to lean over.
Right. Yep.
She did a couple times in canoes, like, ooh.
Yep. Right. One of my former brother-in-law said that I could flip a canoe faster than anybody he had ever seen in his life. And he said, it's not easy to flip a canoe.
No.
I can do it.
The girl hobby says, Sarah, you should start an Etsy store, hon.
What?
Etsy store.
Oh, I don't know. I don't like to make what people want me to make.
Yeah, if you can do one-offs on stuff, people will still buy it.
Yeah, I can do one-offs.
A lot of art is, it's one-offs.
It's true. It's one-offs. Yeah. I'll think about that.
And Matt's Garage says, Kim and I have been to the Three Rivers Art Festival many times.
Yeah.
Our backyard, basically.
Oh, nice. Really? So you're in like Pittsburgh. Cool beans.
And there's Tiffany from Canadian Family Life. Good to see you, Tiff. Hopefully you're doing well. Like I said, I'm skipping over a lot of everybody chatting back and forth if I can, because I already know I'm quite far behind.
Yes.
I'm down to about 10 minutes behind now. Tiffany's greeting everybody, and Lee has questions. Lee says, Sarah, did you have a favorite piece, an example mug, plate, bowls that you like to make?
I made mugs, bowls, and plates, and I got bored with them very quickly. I did like doing teapots as far as functional stuff goes, and I would make a whole bunch of bodies and a whole bunch of spouts and a whole bunch of lids and a whole bunch of handles, and I'd set them all out on the table and then put them together how I thought they looked best. And that was fun. I like making kind of abstract, not particularly functional sculptural kinds of things.
Yeah. And what I'll do is, like I said,
It's fun.
when I come back from town over the next weekend, I will have Sarah walk around and show you some of the artwork she's made.
Yeah.
And maybe you guys can help encourage her a little bit to do more.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, we have to have space.
and now that she's got her space,
Yeah,
maybe
I do
you guys
have some
tell her what to
space.
try. Clay's out of the picture right now until
It
we get a little
really
bit more
is.
done, and I can build a wood-fired kiln.
But I can do sculptural paper.
Yep.
And people say paper mache, but it's not really paper mache, because paper mache is layers of manufactured paper or like newsprint or whatever, and layers of that. And I don't use that media, that material. I make my own paper, and it's a different texture and a different.
We'll show you some of the stuff she's
fun.
made.
It's pretty
And Brooke
messy.
Trout says yes to the snook season. Haven't caught
Oh.
any yet.
Mhm.
Hopefully you do.
Yeah.
Snook is a type of fish that we used to catch down in Florida. Brook trout's about brook trout's in the town where I used to have my tea shop. Brook trout, I don't know if you know where the Brickyard Plaza is. It's where Mi Pueblos is, the Mexican restaurant. But my tea shop was actually in that same plaza.
Cool. Yeah.
But there's a good game fish down there. It's called a snook, and they put up a heck of a fight. Whatever you do, brook trout, and don't grab it by the gills because it will lay you open. And if you can get into the reds or the pompanos, those are always fun.
Wow.
And looks like Northern Girls Hobby dropped Alone's links. Is going to catch a few older vids this evening. Good night, folks. Good night there, Northern Girl.
Good night, Northern Girl.
Good to see you stop in.
Yes, thank you.
And Paula and Jason say good night to Jennifer, which has got to be Northern Girl Hobby's name. I still don't know everybody's name yet. And Icky Froggy says, come on, Alaska, how big is your greenhouse? If the temps are below freezing, how much oil would it take to heat per week? The greenhouse is actually on the second story of our barn, and it's about 12 by 20 roughly. So it depends on where I locate it. If wherever I put them, I have to put fans on it to get the air to where I want it. But the biggest problem right now is the barn is not wired to the house for a fan.
Right.
And one of the things I've got to get into town when I go in this week is going to be a bunch of Romex. I need to put power over there because where my machine shop is where I'm going to put all my generators. And I will be using my little, that oil drip will wind up in there by wintertime to heat that area. So I don't have to worry about the crankcases freezing up like I did on the Yanmar this year. And I've got to pull the Yanmar apart and fix that sometime this summer. It'll help keep it warm. But I'm thinking it depends if I could seal off the one end of the barn or the greenhouse where it's not used with some insulation, just putting it up make a fake wall with insulation. I'll probably burn maybe 1 gallon, 2 gallons a day, which isn't horrible.
And it won't be that long.
No, it's only be for a short time. But
Yeah,
I've probably got
2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah, I probably got 200 gallons of diesel sitting on the ground right now because my Yanmar's down.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to go to waste, so it will get used.
It's true.
Anybody's chat back and forth. Matt's Grush says to Lee, we stopped in Bar Harbor on a New England cruise a number of years ago. Yep. Nice. I miss Old Orchard Beach. I miss Kittery Trading Post. Those are nice places to go to when I was younger. Paula Alaska says there are 2 thrift stores in Glen Allen if you guys want to check them out when you visit. Lynn, get in touch with me. Let me know what the names are and where they're at.
Yep, we like that kind of
We'd like that kind of place to go to. And you guys are in that area. If you are, we definitely like to meet up with you guys.
Oh, that'd be good.
If you and Daryl are free when we go through.
That'd be great fun.
And JR says, I think there's a camera store back east where you can rent those high-end lenses. Yes, it's you can rent lenses from B&H. just try to skip over some of the stuff here. The barman says, would you believe that I'm going to start boiling down maple syrup tomorrow with
Yes,
the
I
early
believe
warm
it.
up? I
Yep.
thought it would be too late. We are going back to
Oh.
Alaska. When we got back from Alaska, 34 gallons so
Oh,
far.
good,
Nice.
good.
Well, that 34 gallons will almost get you a gallon. A few
Mm,
more and you'll be able
Yep.
to get a gallon out of it.
that's great. I used to make maple syrup, and then I would take the last part into the house and boil it on the stove in the kitchen and make maple cream, and then whip it a little bit. Oh boy, was that a treat.
Yep.
It was wonderful. We had trees lining the driveway where I grew up.
Yep. And JR
was
says to us, Alaska Cut the Court has not posted their live link yet. Actually, go
no.
grab their live link, please, if you
Yes, do.
would. Drop it because we get about 20 minutes before they start.
Oh, and they are a scream.
Yes, they are.
They're gems.
Adam and Phyllis are they're amazing people.
The best of the best.
We've met a number of people since we've gotten to Alaska, and
Mhm.
we've created some really lifelong
Really good
friendships.
friends.
I think, Adam and Phyllis are, if
Right
we
there.
if we have a question, we call them and they'll help us figure it out. Or if we have a problem, they'll come help us figure it out. And they're amazing people, and they're
They know a
hysterical
lot.
they're hysterical on their lives.
Scream.
It's called happy hour for a reason.
Mhm.
Those two are happy, and they'll they make you snort your drink out your nose.
Oh, a huge gator. Oh my.
Yeah,
Oh,
I do not.
Mayaca,
I do not
yeah.
go around Mayaca State Park around
Oh
the water.
no.
If you're going out, what is it, 70 or 72 that goes through the park where the bridge is? I've seen some 15-foot gators over that
Oh
bridge.
my, no.
And
Not.
there's actually a beautiful
Mm-mm-mm.
spot just south of that bridge where you can kayak over if you're brave enough. And they call it the Blue Hole, and there are probably about 60 to 150 gators at any time on the
Oh
banks
gosh.
around there.
I just
Do not
not-
fall in.
no.
You will never be seen. It's not fun.
Mm-mm-mm. Nope, nope, nope.
Ed, snook fishing is my forte. Big
Mhm.
snook. Yeah. I used to get some nice ones down in Florida all the time. And Ed worked down in not far from where I used to live down in Florida, or we used to live in Florida.
Yeah. I caught a fish once. It was a little panfish, and we ate it for breakfast.
P&J's
Right on the beach.
P&J's heading out. They're getting ready to go over to happy hour. Thank you very much.
Yay!
Mike says, Rob, will you be coming again this summer at all? Out again this summer at all? I hope you can check out my railroad place. Yeah, we'll be out multiple times
we'll
this
be
summer,
out in
Mike.
summer.
We intend to do a little bit of traveling to get into town. Now, our biggest problem is when we travel, we got to find a house chicken and dog sitter. That's the challenge we're having right now.
Right.
I mean, Zuby can come with us, but the chickens can only be left unattended for 2, maybe 3 days at a time, and that makes it hard.
Yeah,
You know what I might be able to do? I might be able to convince one of Jeff and Izzy's kids to come up and check them. Come up in the morning train. They go home in the evening.
Oh, that might.
I might have to talk to them.
At least if they come once
every couple
or
days just to
every
feed them.
couple-
I mean,
sure.
at that point, Zeus can go with us, but he's,
Right.
it just makes it a little bit more expensive to stay.
He
But
does, yeah. They charge more for big, rowdy dogs.
Brooke Trust says, have you seen any wolves again? Just the ones from the other day.
Yeah.
I
heard them.
Yeah, we heard them. We didn't see them with our eyes. We just found their tracks. I mean, I've got a rather large hand. I can palm a basketball, and his paw is like that.
Big. Yep. And I heard them.
And it says a big secret to snook fishing is to fish the hottest months of the backwaters, July, August, fish, cut bait. Yep. It depends what you want to use and where you want to go. But yeah, Spanish mackerel is definitely one of the best ones to use for it. Spanish mackerel also gets you tarpon.
Really?
Yeah. Spanish mackerel and mullet.
Big.
Yeah, I was talking to Lee in Maine.
Raleigh, Durham to Bar Harbor.
Are you sure it's not on their page? Send that. Go grab your phone and send Phyllis a message. See if they're still doing their live or not. I'm pretty sure they are. Iris says, I miss maple syrup after living upstate central New York for many years. Cannot find it in South Georgia. Oh, get in touch with me because I'll find out if my friend Lynn up in Vermont's been doing it. If she has, I'll see if she can ship some down to you. She ships all over the country.
Wait,
It says I
didn't
used
do
to.
that right.
Yeah, you didn't do it right.
I
Okay.
didn't do it right.
Okay, no, down here.
Down here, yeah. Okay.
Technical issue, sorry. It says
Yeah.
I used to post photos on a Florida Sportsman's Forum, but people got kind of out of control and couldn't believe I was catching so many monster snook. Yeah, the forums down in Florida for the fishing, people are really touchy, you know, because they're doing either stupid stuff or they don't know what they're doing. I mean, look at that one idiot out of Venice a couple of years ago that was dragging a shark backwards in the water and finally got popped for it and went to jail. You know, it's one thing to fish for a shark, but it's another thing to torture the shark. Oh, my camera just blinked. Come on. We are. I just didn't pre-schedule it. Sorry. Not a problem. As long as we know. Let's see. And Ed says, I've caught several hundred snook over 34 inches. Most people never catch a 34 inch. No, they don't. I've caught all the way up to 52. And let me tell you, my arm hurt after that, but I was using some pretty hefty line. I was trying to get grouper up from underneath the boat when I got that one. But I've got videos all over the place, somewhere on my computers, of me hooking into huge black drum, which is in the redfish family, that were 3-4 foot long. I mean, they're massive, and they come in schools in the old canals in Punta Gorda. Lee says, question for Rob and Sarah, what was your favorite fish to eat back in Florida? Fresh. No, I back in Florida, I ate a lot of fish. I fished off the back of the boat constantly, so I was getting a lot of snapper, grouper, redfish when we get them, snook when we get them. But I love the snapper because I like to make ceviche. And I would go out and get 3 or 4 mangrove snapper, or go offshore and get some mutton snapper and make ceviche with it. And you know, everybody would always say it was some of the best ceviche they'd ever have. But I had my own recipe for it that I've been working on for about 20 years. And I finally perfected it. Now I can't get snapper.
Right.
So I'll have to try other things.
You never made that for me.
Yeah, I have.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Remember that? Well, the day that I was bringing it over there, Derek got into it in the van. And I think him and Amy ate probably about half of it. So you only had a little bit left. And you have reservations about eating raw fish. And ceviche, ceviche is basically
raw
fish.
Yeah.
It's raw, but it's technically cooked in the lime and lemon juice.
I have shellfish allergy.
Yep.
Which is terrible because lobster, crab are my favorites.
Yeah, I heard about a brook trout. Well, how far was from which beach was it? Was it on Venice Beach? Was it on Casperson Beach? But there was a humpback whale that was stranded.
Really?
Did they get it off the beach?
I hope so.
Hopefully they did. I didn't finish hearing about it. I just seen it pop up on Facebook. PTL says, I was considering a Sony A7 II or 3. You have me looking at Canon.
Right.
No, don't second guess that Sony. Sony's really good. Poor little guy, 70,000 pounds, didn't make it. Oh, that's a shame.
Oh.
That is a shame. Hey, there's Crystal and Reeve from Flat Tire Farm. And they say, hello, everyone. Trying to upload a video for the 4th time. Sorry. Crystal, I'll get in touch with you soon.
Yeah.
It says a 65-pound braid and 80-pound fluorocarbon leader. Yep. A red Phillips knot. Snow circle hook on the fluoro. Yep. And to be honest with you, Ed, it took me 20 years in Florida before I caught a snook. And then my friend Cameron took me out fishing, and he showed me what I was doing wrong. And after that, it was nonstop. I was constantly catching them.
Oh.
But for 20 years, I couldn't catch a snook, and I was catching more tarpon than I was anything else at the time. Tarpon, I never had a problem with. I've landed some hell of a tarpon. I'm just going through everybody's greeting Crystal and Reeve. And it's really good to see you in here, Crystal.
Yep.
And Reeve. No, I think my actually at the bottom it says,
Ooh.
anyone ever watched a dead whale on the Oregon beach? They tried. Yeah, I remember that. That was horrid. Oh my God. I don't know what they were thinking with that. It made a dang mess. Yeah, Brooke Trout said it died and they did an autopsy, pulled it 15 miles out, huge tiger sharks eating it. Oh, I bet. I bet.
Ridiculous.
You go out there where it starts getting in deep water, there's all kinds of big old sharks out there. I've seen great whites out there when I was sailing down to the dry Tortugas. And there was times I was getting ready to jump in the water and I see a big shadow. And I'm like, nope,
No.
not doing it. And I hooked in. There's one video you guys might have seen when it was one of the Rob's Past Life videos where I was sailing with my buddy Neil down to the dry Tortugas. And I actually hooked into a 10-foot tiger shark
Oh yeah, I remember
on my
that
big
video.
10 Senator. And it took me 2 hours to get the dang shark close to the sailboat because we didn't drop the sail. So the shark stopped as we were doing 9.5 knots on the sail. And when I hooked into the shark, I dropped this down to 4.9. And at 4.5, Neil would have cut my line. But I got it to the boat and it jumped behind the boat. And I was like, cut the effing line, cut the effing line. I don't want nothing to do with that shark. And he's coming up to the back of the boat, lunging at my feet. In the video, you hear Neil say, no more shark tuna. That's what he's talking about, was the tiger shark that I had hooked. It says, anyone ever watched? Yeah, I already said that one. Sorry. Anyways, I am at the bottom.
Yeah.
So, woo. Sorry if I missed any questions, anything like that. Whoa, I can't see it. It goes off.
Yeah.
If I missed any questions, comments, anything like that, I am truly sorry. Ask them again. We will get you. Adam and Phyllis are going to be starting here in a couple minutes. And guys, don't start until we close down. Give me a minute to get over there. By the time I get over there, you guys already started. You know, that's not fair. You got to let me say goodbye to everybody first and then click off and then go over there. You know, be nice, play nice. Kidding, guys.
They're too efficient.
Yeah, they are. But everybody head on over to Adam and Phyllis Live and tell them that we sent you over. And we'll meet you over there in a few minutes. But I want to thank all of the moderators for coming in tonight and helping out. And I want to thank everybody, all of you guys that showed up tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you guys for showing up. And
it's way more fun.
Sorry. And I appreciate everybody there. Get out of here, Kid Froggy. All right, everybody. Get yourselves over to Adam and Phyllis's. We will see you next week. We'll see you over there in a minute here.
Right. Yeah.
But we'll see you for our live next week. I will have a video ready for Friday, even though I will be in town. That one will be posted here soon. So we'll see you Monday. We'll see you over at Adam and Phyllis's live. You guys have an amazing night, and we will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Right. Bye, guys.
All right, now you can start, Phyllis.